It's my favorite style of all time. I mean, I've fought. I can't count how many times I've sparred somebody there like that, fought somebody like that, been in the gym with somebody like that. And he is definitely much smaller than me, even smaller than Duarte. Duarte fought similar to him, just bigger and maybe slower, and not as I guess not as aggressive, but still very similar style. They could deny it all they want, but Duarte and Cruz had a very similar style. I would just be fighting a somewhat smaller version and possibly a little bit better than Duarte, but I could handle that because again, I knocked out Duarte in 8. I feel like I could knock out Pitbull within 5 rounds.
And using that jab, right? That nice
Yeah,
jab.
the jab, learn him. I mean, he's coming forward anyway, so he's gonna have to eat some. So again, I know exactly. Rolly's made a mistake. He went back way too much in the fight. He didn't. He doesn't know how to stop momentum. He doesn't know how to, you know, he doesn't know how to do anything. He's a beginner
I
still.
was gonna
This is why I
say,
try to tell you.
Rolly ain't the most technically savvy dude. You know, like
It's not even about technical. He just don't know what to do in situations. Like again, Muhammad Ali didn't have the best technique, but he knew what to do in situations because he's boxed his whole life. He knows himself. Rollies is still new to the game. He doesn't know how to handle a pressure fighter. You can't just let them get what they want all the time and keep on putting pressure. You need to hold them, push them back, throw them back. Stop the momentum on them, rough them in the inside a little bit, then get back on your bike. You can't just let them have their way. He just doesn't understand the game at a higher level. He just doesn't. I mean, he's still new to the game, but it props to him for doing what he was able to do. But he's not experienced. That's just bottom line. I was telling everybody that. And now his chin is toast. His body can't take a good shot. Those weren't even hard shots. Dude just can't take a punch. It's the truth,
Yeah,
bro.
he got knocked out in sparring a couple times, and
Yeah.
he's definitely 100%. He looks like a beginner. Look like he ain't been
Yeah.
boxing longer than 5 years, to me at least.
Yeah.
He don't know how to fight going backwards, and that's something
Oh.
you got to do with Pitbull Cruz. I'll in there. Go ahead.
Yeah. That dude, when I was making my comeback fight, I was pressing that fight hard, after that year and a half layoff, and he didn't want it. And then he still didn't want it after I beat Tegel, and then he didn't want it after I beat Fortuna, and then I called him again out, so many times, and I even it was even ordered by the WBC for us to fight. I mean, obviously they went around it, so it doesn't really matter, bro. Like all that, like what mandatory shit, it don't matter, bro.
so when you sleep Devin, when you sleep Devin, I mean Pitbull got to be next, right? Gotta be. That'd be a
I would
massive
love,
fight.
I would love for that to happen, but it won't happen. I'll tell you why. Politics, brother. PBC will not let nobody fight me unless I be fighting with them. I'm just being real with you. Unless it's like a big fight like Tank, but it ain't gonna happen, bro. They won't want to make that fight happen. Trust me. And Sean, I know he's not with. I guess he is technically with PBC because Sean Gibbons is basically PBC. So, and that dude, I don't want to talk about him no more. But that dude played me too. They all try to make me seem like a liar, you know, and when I exposed them, they all got sad and got scared because I said, "Hey, bro, why would you tell me there's a Manny Pacquiao fight for me, and make me lose that Tank fight after I fought Campbell?" Because you went and lied to me that you had a Manny Pacquiao fight, and they don't. Nobody ever wants to speak up for me for that. Like it's bullshit. Like my team should have spoke up for me on that. Because back then that was a big deal, and everybody was like, "Oh, you're a liar, and ain't nobody spoke up for me."